Hello, my patrons. Thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to work on 3 octave G major scale. I am using the fingering or the scales of Galamian scale book. One could just go straight like that, but Galamian suggests that we play thirds because the thirds, which is from G to B, it's an important distinctive interval that makes major and minor a huge difference because G major has G and B natural, but G minor would have B flat to make it smaller third. So it's a great way of finishing and starting like that just to tune our ears. So now we are shifting from first position, third, and straight to sixth position. We'll be using next week, we're going to work on G melodic minor scale. Similar fingering pattern, but some other important points to remember. Unlike the other instruments start learning C major scale, but for us, we start G or D major because that's easier for us for our left hand fingering pattern. So that's something that's a good way of starting it. If you don't know how to play third and sixth position, do not worry. You can start getting familiar with this video. General guidance. First and third position are about the same left hand frame. You just bring your hand closer. Even though their distance between fingers do get a bit smaller, but you might be able to hear it. But there are big changes from position 3 and position 6 because there's all of a sudden big change of the violin body shape. So we just have to turn our hand around and then go a little this way in the sixth position. Now, in shifting, we have to be careful that you don't press fingertip very hard. Keep the fingertips light in general. It is easier to slide it whether going up and down. Very light fingertip, whether it's going up or down. And also move your hand as a one unit at the same time. Not just a finger pushing, then because the rest of the fingers will be out of tune, make sure you take your entire hand as a one unit, up and down. That's a general guidance. Now let's check the key. We only have F sharp, which is here, or here, or here, or here. Doesn't matter. Whichever key is, you have to know where the half steps are. By simply looking in one octave, that makes it a bit easier to understand. So half step, B and C, that stays as like any other key because there's no change of the sharp or flat. However, here there's F sharp, therefore half step becomes F sharp and G. So remember those B and C and F sharp and G. And just try to play one octave, just tuning your ears. And coming down again. Use that fourth finger. Then once you're done, see if we can do the second octave. We're starting from the first position. We're shifting up on the A string. The reason being is we'll be shifting from third to the sixth position on the E string. We're trying to shift it not all together because whenever we shift, we're moving our hand, so we have risk of losing intonation. So we're trying to have shifting action a little apart. One on the A string, the other one on the E string. That way, we have a little room for the left hand to relax. So let's start second octave, starting from G third finger on the D string. Now here, lighten first finger. Take your entire hand with the thumb. Make sure all your 4 fingers are ready above the string. Yeah, that's what it is. And all the way down. Let's see if we can come down on the D string. Right? Let's practice that one. Going up. Light first finger. And coming down in the same on the third position. Bring your left elbow slightly to your right so that we change to the D string. Okay, now we got the second octave. Now let's work on the last octave. We're starting at note G on the third position. Here, if you're not sure, you can compare with the open G. If they're a different octave, they're same note G, so it's a bit easier to compare. Next string, yes, you have step. You plan to 3, then now lift up 3 and 2. We'll be shifting with 1, but here, unlike the other one, we need to turn our hand a little around to prepare for the 6th position. And the light fingertip go all the way. Make sure you take the entire hand. Then you're there. And half step here. Again. Now lift up 3 and 2. Now first finger, but you put your thumb under, turning your hand. Now go up. Then it's okay if the wrist is sticking a bit. We want the left foot to be turned and coming down. Now we're going to have third finger, the landing finger on. Lift up the other finger. Now this time the thumb goes on the side, preparing your landing position and sliding down. Notice that one. We are preparing our left hand, whatever we'll be landing with. If we're about to go to high position, we turn, so we can just bring hand closer. If we're about to go from lower position, then we turn, and so that we just need to bring away from us. Simply because 2 jobs are difficult to do at once. Just doing one thing ahead of time, we're raising the chance of success. That's basically what it is. So here, then landing finger, turn. Then coming down. Landing finger, third finger, go thumb on the side. Light finger. Now let's see if we can do all 3 octaves from very low G, from very high G, the same order. Let's start from G major, 3 octaves. Third finger. Landing finger. I hope you can try that on yourself. Please let me know if you want a sheet music. I would be happy to email it to you. Happy practicing and hope to see you next week.